Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you on this Tuesday morning. Back to work, back to school. It's brutal cold out there again, but we have a warm up that's going to come with some flaky growing pains. Details are coming up right now. But first, my friends at Robert Gibb & Sons have been doing work in this area for over 100 years. They have experience with electrical, they have experience with plumbing, and they have professionals that can get the heating and air conditioning systems working in your area. Commercial, residential, new construction, preventative maintenance, emergency services, and remodeling. Give Robert Gibb & Sons a call today if you have any of those needs and let them know that Hutch sent you. Let's talk a little bit about this planning forecast. We're going to get you out with what you need to know first thing in the morning, and it's the cold that takes hold. 24 below zero for a temperature in Fargo. Wind chills still approaching 50 to 60 below as we go through. But warming temperatures all day. It's going to go to 9 above by your afternoon drive home, but it comes with growing pains. Those growing pains will include flakes of snow, increasing clouds, gusty winds, and wind chilly conditions all day long. And it continues to rise into your Wednesday morning, but there could be some accumulating snow for a few of us as we go through. This is what the snowfall potential could look like as we take a look at the Black Hills, western parts of the Dakotas, seeing an inch to 2 inches of snow, a half inch to 2 inches in northern Minnesota, and many of us here seeing nuisance snow here. A trace to a half of an inch of snow is all we're expecting, but with wind and the cold we have, it's going to be icy and slippery. So please check hutchesweather.com for the latest in your road conditions anytime, anywhere. Now, as we go through your forecast for the day, this is what you can anticipate in the afternoon. Look at the warm up in Dickinson, 35 there, 32 Williston and Watford City, 2 degrees above for Thief River Falls as your temperature will be on its way up overnight. Same thing for Fargo. 4 o'clock drive home looks like a snapshot temperature of 9, but will be rising overnight into the 20s. Now, there's going to be a chance for those flakes. This is what that looks like in an hour-by-hour timing forecast. Let's get to that right here. Pardon me while I load her up for you. Now, as we load this up, one thing I want you to know is that we could see a little bit of shift in the actual location of some of these heavier bands of snow, but let's get the idea straight here with a look at the forecast as we go through the day. Now, notice the isobars. They're fairly close together here. What does that mean? That means winds from the south and southwest. This is going to warm us up, but the air mass in place this morning, brutally cold. So what happens here is the warm air rises over the top and we get clouds and we get some snowflakes. Now, it's going to be most prominent closer to the low pressure system where the lift is a little bit more intense. That's better chance for some accumulations up north. And this is a look at your midday forecast. So we could see some showers of snow developing in your afternoon drive time home time frame to the overnight hours as it shifts into Minnesota. The wind decreases a bit as we go into the deep overnight hours and the snow exits for the most part. Now, as the cold front moves through, after the system moves through, we're going to cool right back down with another shot of a few flakes and flurries. So again, be prepared for some light snow by the time we get to midday today in the valley, through the evening hours, and into the early overnight for parts of Minnesota. That's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Thanks to everybody who's logged on to hutchesweather.com to see the very latest. And again, I want to remind you that if you do log on to hutchesweather.com, you can click on the road conditions update to get the latest that you need to know if you're traveling for that drive home from work tonight when we could see a little flakiness on the roads. Get the latest at hutchesweather.com. Please click the follow button on Facebook, but have yourself a wonderful Tuesday and stay warm.